everything set up. The unofficial patch was being a bitch because apparently it's available in 2 places, and one of them has a lovely, helpful installer that actually works, and the other is a fucking mess. Yes, Oni, vampires do not sparkle. I installed the unofficial patch, but I don't have any other mods or anything in. Because I figured my first run through... I should probably adjust my microphone slightly. My first run through should be as close to vanilla as I can get without the bugs. So this seemed roughly appropriate. Let's see. New game starts with creating a character. Go directly to the character sheet. I do not trust questions. Now, I don't actually know very much about Vampire, and PJ's probably going to be pissed at me for not telling him that I'm doing this beforehand, because he wanted to be around for my first foray into the Masquerade. He's obsessed with Tremere, so I'm going to completely ignore him. What exactly makes me a fool, DCP? Let's see. Well, shit. How do I go back? Of course, there's no way back. Yes. There. Let's do the questionnaire then. Usually I don't trust questionnaires, since I'm all too familiar with the Elder Scrolls original form of character generation, where you answered questions and weren't really told where you sat at the end of that. Oh, and I forgot to adjust my pop filter. There. Somewhat better. Let's see. Let's go with the questionnaire instead. Mail. You're in a convenience store looking through the beer freezer when all of a sudden a man walks in and pulls a gun on the cashier. Okay. Beating people senseless is always the answer. So you met someone at a club, and they took you back to their place, things get interesting, and all of a sudden you hear someone come in the front door. Yeah, that sounds like the best idea in that situation. I'm gonna do my usual, try and pick what I think is best for my first run. Let's see. You were mugged last night. It wasn't life-threatening, but you want to take some measures to make sure that if it happens again, you aren't defenseless. These answers do not fit well with question marks at the end. Yeah, knives are good. Let's see. At a club, you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills. He looks dead drunk. I don't get anything out of bashing his face into the bar. I'm gonna call the cops. Let's see. Outbid an auction for a macabre piece of art that you just must have. You know the collector who won it. You've even been to his house. I'm liking the music so far. Let's see. Yeah, seems the easiest route. Being a night person, you watch a lot of late night TV movies. 3 movies are on. Which one do you watch? Fun. Also fun. More my thing. Stuck in traffic after a concert. Guy behind you is laying on the horn. Your friends in the car are urging you to park the car and help them stick the dude's horn somewhere uncomfortable. Yeah, I really don't need a lawsuit or jail time. New neighbor is everything you've ever wanted in someone. How do you get them to go out with you? These are both stupid options, but okay. Grab. Well, they say escalation is the best way to get shot yourself. World's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? Yeah. This is, in fact, a World of Darkness game, Oni. I believe it's the Masquerade, so it's Old World of Darkness, or are they calling it Classic World of Darkness now? Let's see. Embraced by the Tremere clan. Tremere are the practitioners and creators of the blood magic called thaumaturgy. PJ's gonna fucking laugh when he sees this. He has a Clan Tremere book. Nothing else, World of Darkness, just a Clan Tremere book. And the one time he showed it to me, I just had to fucking ask, why the fuck are they worshipping a giant worm? Isn't Awakening the new one? Because they gave new names to the last 2 that they had. Like, the original got changed to Classic, and now what was being called New World of Darkness is now called Old World of Darkness. It's stupid, and they keep changing what you're supposed to call all of the different versions, and they really should have just stuck with what was had. The Empire's attributes and abilities have now been determined and entered into its character sheet, which you will see next. After your tour of the character sheet, you may make changes. Oh, good. I've noticed that, in general, whenever there's any kind of pre-made character sheets, they automatically go for the most balanced thing. And while I'm not a big fan of, like, super min-maxing, I also hate playing those jack-of-all-trades characters. Just not my thing. Yeah. I've played Changeling before. I think I have some idea how White Wolf likes to do their character sheets. Okay, that makes sense and is also kind of fucking stupid. Like, They really should put the tutorial just in as an option. Let's see, feats are the actions you perform in the game. Feats are derived. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, the masquerade is like paradoxing in mage, or I forget what. I know there's something similar that like gets the Fae to go after you in Changeling. So, fair enough. Oh hell no, auto level is a terrible idea. Hey Maghorn, welcome to the stream. Right. So, how many points? I have no remaining points. I guess since I'm Tremere, Thaumaturgy makes sense. Right, and I have no social points. I guess I'll just go for... well... I suppose I'll just go for... what they've given me. I don't really see much reason to change anything. At least not, you know, right off the bat. Oh, right. I need to name my character. I have no idea what I'm going to name this character. Shit. Names are always the part I get stuck on. Which... I'm half tempted to just call this motherfucker Vampy, because I'm... Nah, you know what? I'm going to name him after my greatest mistake and greatest triumph. Bill. I'm going to be the most absolutely normal person you ever did meet.
I want to show you something.
What the fuck?
Good evening.
I just flew through the
My
door.
fellow kindred. My apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings
Looks
serve
like the
as
subtitles
a
are
reminder to our
lagging
community
a
that
little
we
bit
must
behind.
adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
Where was he even keeping that?
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that
This is bullshit!
if Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire, tragic. My
And
apologies.
Of course,
But you see, there is a strict code of conduct
Discord
that all of us
has
must
decided to
must
not acknowledge that I'm
adhere to.
streaming.
if we wish to survive. When someone, anyone,
course.
breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Save the wife who saved the world. I assume that that's, of course, my... First, let me fix this and let people know that I'm not actually around. Because... Discord fucked up. Here we go. Alright. And next, let me get my mouse sensitivity to something sensible. And of course my mouse wire is stuck on something. As usual. There we go.
What a scene, man. Woo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, this is probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Yeah, who the fuck are
I'm
you?
Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Hey, Talimi. I'm doing alright. How about you? Alright. Yeah, I don't have much time. Give me the basics.
Youngsters these days. Well, your funeral, kiddo. But keep a couple things in mind before you go. Now, these lessons aren't just for your benefit, so listen up.
Alright.
First, the masquerade. You're gonna be hearing a lot about this, so let me sum up real quick. Sure, you're a vampire. Great. Keep it to yourself, okay? It's easier that way, trust me. That's the masquerade. Keeping vampire secrets secret. Easy, right? Easy peasy. Now, if you violate the masquerade, if you run around spooking humans or whatever, you make things harder on all of us. Then all of us get pissed off and we come after you. And you end up like your sire there, staked and baked. Comprende, kiddo?
Alright. Yeah, I'm
Right
listening.
on. Next, humanity. Being a vampire isn't the end of the road. You think life was hard? Just wait. Now you're half beast, half man.
I think I
It
get
ain't
the
quite
basics,
easy.
DCP.
You're gonna be fighting that beast for the rest of your days. Every time you give into it. Whenever you kill an innocent, you feed the beast a little more. And it grows a little stronger. After a while, the beast can take over and you'll go wild and have to be put down like a rabid dog. So, you know, fight it. Don't be a homicidal maniac. That'll help with the masquerade, too. See how it all comes together? Ain't that nice?
Yeah.
Now, with all that said, you still have to keep your ass alive. For that, you're gonna have to feed. How's a little blood sound, kiddo? I imagine you're feeling that thirst right about now, huh? Get it where you can, however you can. Just remember the first two lessons. Don't let anyone else see you feeding. They'll flip out and cause you to break the masquerade and cause some bigger, badder vampire to come stomp a mud hole in your ass. Also, drink deep, but don't drain them dry. See, that's giving in to the beast. You do that, you lose a grip on your humanity and you lose control. There we go again. It all fits together. Beautiful. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Righteous. Now, ship off like a good little soldier. If you pull this off, come downtown to the last round and I'll tell you how jacked this whole situation is. Until then, good luck. Or maybe I should just say, nice knowing you, kiddo.
Yeah, see ya. I probably should have taken the full tutorial. I assume that that would have showed me what everything that I have does. Gone over controls and such, but I think I'll be okay. Alright, so let's check this out. Pill bottle. I guess I'll grab that. No reason not to loot my own apartment. Hey, the password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's your. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come on over after you get settled. Open the drawer. There we go. $100. Sure. Sounds good to me. At your convenience, please come and visit me in my home downtown. I leave this guide to you. Dark blood, our curse. A light this verse, such power I sense in one so young. Come find me where burns the mystical sun. M. Strauss, Tremere Regent. Seriously? That's my fucking nickname. Mercurio will contact you when you arrive in Santa Monica. Waste no time. Yeah. No. Kilpatrick's crime pewter. Okay. Oh, that's disappointing. I was expecting this guy to be an assassin of some sort. Welcome to town. Come on over to my place. So, the exact same thing that I've already read. 24 Main Street, number 4. Alright. 424 Main Street. The game begins upon is moved. Oh, lovely.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you?
Oh, blood pack. That's probably going to be good to keep on me. Turn on the TV.
Proof futile. Coast Guard officials are releasing very little information right now, but have identified the vessel as the Elizabeth Dane. No word as of yet as to the whereabouts of the crew, though the Coast Guard are asking any ships that had contact with the Elizabeth Dane to assist them in their search. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight. Investigators say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach. In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public at this time. Police urge anyone with information relating to this case to contact them.
I'm going to
Actor
assume
Ash
that that's a
Rivers is
feral
lucky to be alive
vampire.
After his car crashed into the gate at Parasite Studios earlier tonight. Witnesses say that they were shocked when the Negative Zero star emerged unscathed and apparently unfazed by his high-speed accident. Rivers' agent released a statement stating that Rivers' crash was due to a mechanical problem and that the studio is not pursuing legal action against Rivers for the trademark gate's destruction. Miraculously, this is the second crash Rivers has escaped unharmed in the last year. Our top story tonight,
I'm
a
assuming
derelict
that
ship bound floating
celebrities
10 miles
a
off the Los
vampire.
Angeles coast earlier this morning was towed into the port of Los Angeles a few hours ago. The ship was spotted around midnight by fishermen.
So that one. It's just cycling back through. So, 24 Main Street, apartment 4. Carnival of Death. Gruesome remains found on the pier. Police baffled. Guess that's gonna be combat stuff that... Do I break in? No, that is a terrible idea. Oh. Sorry about that.
You got some change, mister?
Yeah, sure,
That's
here.
very
Hope it
nice.
helps.
Thank you.
Huh. Why is someone leaving newspapers on the doorstep of an apartment where no one lives? The hell is that? I'm gonna get myself in so much trouble. Hey, Elgrip. Hey, Jonas.
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here.
You want me to call an
What?
ambulance?
No. I got a record back east on heat day. Don't touch that phone. No goddamn cops.
What happened?
I went. What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit! My rib is poking through my side. Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
Yeah, it's a broken bottle. No, tell me what
Goddamn
happened to you.
chemist. Can't trust any operators in L.A. I verified him. Organizations seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kicking it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks. Goddamn dirty Cali rat bastards. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. I had to crawl to my car, crawl my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me together. But shit, they got the money, they got the astrolite.
Alright. What do you mean I came here too early? I walked out of my apartment and saw this guy crawling in through a door. Alright. Blood.
Right, you're straight off the bus. Once a month I get fed vampire blood. Heals me faster, makes me stronger than a normal human. I don't age. By looking at me, you wouldn't realize it, but I'm almost 60.
Alright, so where do I find the astrolite now?
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. And one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money too, that prick.
Yeah, if they don't want me to go here right away, they shouldn't show me the cutscene pretty much right when I walk out of my house, apartment, piece of shit dump.
Laying in a pool in my own blood and you want friggin' directions. Right, alright. Down the street, in the parking garage, stairs down to the beach, on the right. Those better not be some of my last words.
Anything else?
Gotta get it back from him.
Alright. Don't go anywhere. Alright, yeah, is there anything
Yeah, if you could... Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pain.
Alright, I'll get something for you.
One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Alright, good to know. Goodbye. Oh, this is number 4. I'm assuming this is 24th Main. So I did go to the right place anyway. See you later, Oni. Alright, so hospital. Yeah, there we are.
Need something, pal?
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, I was just looking for something.
Wait! Say that again!
Okay, I'm looking for something.
Man, you're a vampire, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know what you think you know, but I'd recommend you forget it.
Hey, I work for a vampire. I don't know how
You're
much I can
shouting
tell you.
this right
man,
next to so
yeah,
many people.
It would be awesome to talk to someone
Middle
else
of
on
the street.
Inside. Know what I mean? Oh man.
Alright. Yeah, I might just know what you mean.
Hell yeah! Oh man, I knew it. Oh jeez, I knew you were. I just could tell. Oh man, this is great. And then I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh,
man.
okay then. Alright, are you a vampire?
I'm
How
a
do you know
ghoul.
this?
I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago, when this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind.
Okay. Is that your ghoul? What's that?
Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little
vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. And they're a ghoul and ooh, watch out.
Okay, you seem to be having fun with
It's
this.
awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like... Well, it didn't mess me up. It just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
Alright, and who was that?
Oh man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to be talking to you just, well, because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires. Oh man! Well, other than my master, so I thought I'd just say, you know, what's up? You know?
Okay, so what are you doing around here?
Look, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission for my master. Well, hey! It's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh, man, you know, important stuff to do.
Sure, see you around. I'll be polite. Okay, so morphine. You'd think that it would be drilled into people who are associated with vampires that they cannot be screaming about vampires on the street like that.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Alright. Where the hell am I gonna get now?
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Did you hear me? Take a seat.
Fine. Is there even anywhere to sit? Okay, there is.
No, I don't know you.
You can't go back there. Security! Security!
Okay. You're shooting at me for... You're also a terrible shot. You're the worst shot I've ever met. Well, that went terribly. I mean, I should have expected, you know...
Hey, baby!
Why? Okay, this is stupid. I'm not fighting cops. I'm hoping that this reloads me earlier. Yes, okay, good. That was the stupidest response I've ever seen to failed stealth. Like, I can understand if I'm actually in a place where I really shouldn't be. DCP, I tried talking to her and she just kept telling me to wait. And there's not exactly a way that I can wait. So I figured, oh, maybe I'll just, you know, walk around. That won't trigger security shooting at me. I mean, why would it? Blood bank?
You
hello.
next up for the needle? Your donation could save a life, you know. Oh, but isn't it a little late for altruism? I don't think you're here to give blood at all. I don't buy it, Jack. I bet you're here to take blood. Am I right?
You offering?
Right down to business. None of this pretend I don't drink blood shit. Very refreshing to find a decisive customer. I respect that. So, what'll it be?
How much?
If you have to ask.
Nothing right now then, maybe later. Okay, go up inside the blood bank. Good to know. And the door's locked. Door's locked there. All of these doors are locked. This door? No, that one's locked too. All of the doors are locked. And the person at the desk is an asshole. Liquid demons. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? The only way I can think of doing this is to break in, but that didn't go well. Oh, of course I need to do the tutorial for the lockpick. Great. See, maybe this guy sells lockpicks.
Hey.
Yeah.
How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or?
I would like to buy something.
Here's what we got today.
Yes. Computers for grandma. No. See, that's the thing though. Sometimes they give you free stuff, sometimes they don't. Sometimes, like most games, will just give you the tutorial stuff after, or some games, which do it smart, give you like a sort of tutorial pack beforehand and then have the tutorial be someone in-game offering to teach you how to use it. Saving is likely a good idea. Oh, it's auto-saved plenty. Well, I'll do a hard save here. May as well. Lock-picking skill below lock difficulty. So I can't even get in anyway. Here? Nope. What is my lockpicking skill? How do I check my lockpicking skill? Okay. And it's my skill is 1. Now, this is a traditional RPG. I get skill points by leveling up and allocate them as such. And I have no skill in security, which I should have taken a look and realized that that was going to be important. Right, here's my apartment. I will, however, loot that empty apartment. And possibly break into the apartment across the... I have no idea how I get XP. This is my first time playing this game. I'm going in pretty much completely blind. And doing a terrible job of it. the apartment with pizza. Okay, back of the town and talk to the bounty hunter. Alright then. I will take your advice. I do kind of hate it when it's like, here's a thing that not every character is going to find useful. It's basically required, but you might not have it. That always bugs me. Is there a sign for the bounty hunter?
You want a jaywalking ticket?
Beach access, no. Probably not. Maybe back here. What the? Okay then. Doomsayers are always fun.
I have seen the squirming on the horizon. The worms are stripping the foulness from the skull of the earth.
Of course everyone in this city is a dick. Oh, the bail bondsman?
Hello, LA.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help you?
You run this place, I assume?
Yep, sure do. I'm a third-generation bondsman. Got a few employees, but I handle most every aspect of the business.
Right. I do not see any employees, Arthur.
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I pull the graveyard shift because that's when all the crazy shit happens in Santa Monica.
Yeah. Bounty hunter, that sounds like an interesting job.
You betcha. I used to do some bounty hunting myself back in the day. Takes a solid set of brass balls to make a good bounty hunter, I'll tell you that much.
Okay. This bounty hunter you have now any good?
Yep, damn good. His name's Carson, and he's great at what he does when he wants to do it. I can't seem to find him now, though. He's pissing me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone.
All right. Can't you find another bounty hunter?
Well, I don't feel right cutting Carson loose just yet. We go way back. I knew his father, too. Tell you what, since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? Just real quick. I'll pay you for your time.
Sure, where should I look for him?
Great, great. I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card. That'll let you in.
Okay, why do you have a key card to your employees? Okay, sure. Why do you have a key card to your own employees' home? That seems odd. I would not want my boss walking into my house. The asylum? Is that the club?
Ooh, what do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little boy. Like fabric softener do on freshly mowed AstroTurf. I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
Huh?
When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile. And everyone always wants to know who is that girl.
That was stupid. That was immensely stupid. I didn't hallucinate that, did I? Did everyone else see that? Please tell me I'm not going crazy. I mean, I know I'm going crazy, but... I just saw someone speed past in that direction at the speed of light. Matt, what do you expect for... when was this released? 2005, I want to say? No, that is not the... Which... Right, Santa Monica Suites. I'm assuming that I do not live at Santa Monica Suites. That wasn't a dance, that was mindless flailing. Okay, so gotta figure out where the hell Santa Monica Suites is. Yeah. I'm assuming it's back there. So wait, someone just randomly flying across the screen at the speed of light was supposed to be someone vanishing?
Nice
It looked
night
like
out,
a
huh?
sped up walk cycle. Salvage. Do I have a map? I do not have a map.
Ancestors will rise up and reclaim the flesh that they lent their sorry progeny.
That's not Santa Monica Suites either. It should exist somewhere. I'm legitimately unable to tell what parts of this game are intentional and what parts of this game are ridiculous glitches. Oh, Santa Monica Suites is the place that Mercutio is not Mercutio. Mercurio is bleeding out in. Nope. Oh, a difficulty of 8.
No word as of yet as to the whereabouts of the crew, though...
Already watched that. Money clip, sure.
Check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too.
Tastes
I
off
updated the
about
files
my
on the
tea
computer.
tonight.
This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
Silver ring. No. A key. The hell's McGee? Nope. I don't think I do have the hacking feat. Poster. Is that Emalia? Alright. Let's give that a try. Oh. Don't forget the key is the key to the tattoo parlor. Okay. He is hiding in the tattoo parlor in Santa Monica. Okay, and the key is on top of the dresser, did he say? What the hell is the dresser? These doors don't work. So it's gotta be in this room. I don't see a dresser. Oh. That's not a dresser. It's an entertainment center. Did it say TV? Why did I read dresser? Something's wrong with me tonight. Maybe it's somehow related to my tea tasting weird and awful. Probably not. I have no idea how that would be related, but still. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Inventory. I don't have any weapons. I feel like I should really... And it sounds like... Yeah, I should really get around to getting myself a weapon. We are doing... Damn it, how do I go back into first person? We are doing... okay, I guess. I'm trying to figure out the controls. Okay, Z. Z switches me back into first person. That looks a little bit excessive for a tattoo parlor chair. That's the phone that's ringing. I get the feeling it's not going to stop. Oh, Gimbals Prosthetics. I would rather not do that. That box isn't actually a thing. Hello?
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee?
He doesn't seem to be here at the moment.
I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return?
No, actually, I'm looking for him myself.
Isn't that a coincidence? Why are you looking for him?
He's an old friend.
Oh, I see.
Answer a few questions for me.
I'd be delighted to. Why don't you come down to my office and we'll talk about it?
Are you
I'm at
located?
the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimbals Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
This is going to be interesting. I'll be there in a little while. I was really expecting there to be some kind of ambush in there. I'm conditioned by Bethesda RPGs. If something seems mildly suspicious, it means there is an ambush waiting for you.
Just back off.
Rob, we're Clan Tremere. Because I did the questionnaire, because this is my first time playing this game, and that's the only, and the questionnaire is the only way to get the character making tutorial.
Yes, may I help you?
Yes, I spoke with you on the phone a little while ago.
Right, I'll buzz you in.
Thank you. I like this guy already. Something about his ridiculous accent.
Hello! Welcome to Gimbals Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You are here about the missing Mr. McGee, am I right?
Yes, I am. Who are you?
Yes, forgive me. My name is Gimbal. Stanley Gimbal. But, oh dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
Right. Tell me a little about yourself, Stan.
Me? Oh, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for those who find themselves disadvantaged. Giving a helping hand, you might say. A leg up. Bloody clever, that one.
What a laugh. Now about Mr. McGee.
Oh, right. Mr. McGee. Well, as I told you, he was supposed to show up a few days ago for a photography session.
The potato face
Reference
is
for
strong
my
with
work,
every
that kind of
character,
thing.
Maghorn. Okay. But he didn't show up.
No, he didn't. Earlier, I had asked him to take a few pictures of himself for my perusal. A sort of resume, you might say. And that was the last I'd heard of him.
Okay, does the name Carson ring a bell?
Carson? No. I don't think so, anyway. Oh, look. I know I've got some information on Mr. McGee back in my files. Do you want me to try and dig it up?
Yeah, that
Don't
sounds great.
mention it. Just wait here a moment, and I'll be right along.
I have no idea how I want to play this character yet. Usually my first playthrough in any kind of RPG is bumbling around and doing whatever seems like the best choice at the time. Usually things go catastrophically wrong. But that's just how things go. Right,
Oh,
so I'll wait here.
you have such beautiful arms. I absolutely must have them.
What? Okay, and I'm stuck. I'm not allowed to move. Now I'm allowed to move. Where'd he go? He must have my arms? hell did he go? He disappeared. I guess through that door there? Oh. All kinds of fun stuff. I say that, but...
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job.
Who, Gimbal?
Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy.
Okay, how do I open the door? Oh shit. He is hitting me with an arm. He's hitting me with an arm. Okay, wait, is there a block? I guess blood strike?
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake.
I mean, I figured the arm is a weapon. That's... But my melee skill is lower than my unarmed. Alright, let's see. You're Carson, I take it.
Yeah, that's me. How did you know?
Arthur Kilpatrick sent me.
He did? Oh, man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
Okay. He's got some work for you, so you should head back to the office.
Oh, no, man. No, no, no. Not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimbal took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
Alright. Yeah, I understand. I hate to give him the bad news.
Thanks again. Don't worry. I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
Better come back with the police. Yeah, he's not. We'll take the severed arm. Oh, and he faded away. I was hoping I could loot him for a key or something. Hatchet looks like it should be a weapon too. I already have the armed DCP. Where the hell? Oh, there's gotta be a key somewhere. I'm trying to get a feel of what I can actually interact with and what I can't. It's a little inconsistent so far. Oh, I mean, I figured I couldn't save him, but I figured I could at least get in there and maybe loot something off of him. That's just a physics object. then. That was certainly an interesting run. Okay, so I finally have some experience. Let's see about bumping up my security skill. There we go, and now I can go get that morphine for Mercurio. I'm just gonna do that right away before I forget, because I will forget and just do the entire bounty quest line, because that's just what tends to happen with me. Oh, it succeeded. I'm going to save before I get myself into horrible amounts of trouble.
This area is for hospital staff only.
Okay. I'm very sorry. That one's a difficulty of 6, so no on that one. Nothing in here, but I can use it as a hiding spot. Okay, is there... I need to check. Is there any kind of map button? And of course there isn't. DCP, this is the floor you said to go to. You said upwards from the blood bank. This is upwards.
Did you hear me?
Yes,
This is a
I heard you. I was
restricted
just
area. Now
leaving.
leave, or I will use force.
I was really just leaving. Saved. The guards in this bother me. This one? No. Thank you for not paying attention to that. This one. Nothing resembling morphine here. I wish there was a lean of some sort. I'm gonna go third person just to get some idea of what is around the corners. Pill bottle. Okay. That's not even slightly what I was looking for. Damn it. Now sea cleaners popping up and being a pain. Hey, Mega.
Dr. Buzz Dahl, the operator. Dr. Buzz Dahl, the operator.
Administration? I kind of doubt they would keep it with the administration stuff. That door is just closed.
Dr. Dahl, the operator, Sandal, the operator.
I feel sorry for whoever has to... I feel sorry for the entirety of the phlebotomist family. Huh. I did not know that Little Karibo did Let's Plays. Shit, I haven't watched any of his stuff in many years. Let's see. Phil Phlebotomist is a loyal employee and a hard worker, but seems to have various digestive tract abnormalities, which unfortunately result in an increased rate of flatulence. The smell of these phenomena is nothing short of horrendous. It seems we may have to do something about him. Dr. Bill has worked as this clinic's internal wrangler since 1999. Malcolm St. Martin is our night shift senior physician. Has never lost a patient. No one can succeed like Dr. Roberts. Several malpractice suits filed against him for unnecessary gynecology suggest termination. Okay. Wow. Oh, that was the wrong button. Near the front of the hospital. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Damn it. Still no sign of morphine. Do any of these rooms even have any? No, I couldn't get into this one, could I? Yeah, that's lockpicking of 4. That's a very large problem. I'm just going to leave this room. Oop, maybe this one.
Please, get a doctor.
Oh, see what I can do.
My insides. Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Okay, sure.
Try not to get any blood on your paperwork.
This room.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to wait outside like everyone else. No exceptions.
Okay, but there's this girl over there, and I think she's going to die.
Now, I'm the only physician here at the moment. We got twice as many people as usual waiting for treatment. I'll look at her as soon as possible. Try to talk to her. Keep her awake.
But
I've got a man in there with a bullet in his head. My nurse paged Dr. Roberts a half hour ago. He'll be here any time. Till then, stay with your friend and make sure she doesn't go into shock. I must go.
Okay. I'm not surprised that the hospital isn't what it seems, given that the guy running the blood bank downstairs is supplying to vampires.
Can someone call my grandma, please?
Okay, stay with me. I can save you. Your back looks a little broken. Well, yeah, maybe my blood can save you. Fucking neck movements. Really needed a larger animation budget for this game. A significantly larger one. Best cure in the world.
Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me?
Nothing. Gotta be going now. And still no sign of any morphine anywhere.
Sir, can you hear me? What time is it? I told you, I will get to you when I can. Please take a seat.
Fair enough.
What time is it?
I did not tell her anything. Still no damn sign of morphine. Is the administration secretly taking pills? No.
Nurse, I'll be in the bathroom.
You're standing right there. Okay, so yeah, there was no sign of morphine in there. Unless it's in that place that needs 4 lock-picking skill. I figured. And that place needs a lock-picking skill of 9. Yay. Alright, fine. I will just go continue to level up. That's rather stupid. In all honesty, that is rather stupid. Yeah, it's for my friend, who really shouldn't be alive, and might have several broken, almost certainly has several broken ribs.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime.
What's shaking?
Right, found Carson, and he's not coming back.
Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
His trigger finger got cut off by a psychopath.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell,
rarely use
that
guns.
really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good.
Alright, what's the problem?
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job?
Yeah. Sure, what would I have to
Well,
do?
it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what.
Alright. So you just want me to find out if he's here or not, right?
Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you. Deal?
Yeah, why don't you pay me for the Carson job first?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Yeah, thanks. I can help you find this
Great,
guy.
all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marion Murrieta, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
Alright, do you know where I could get a gun or two?
Well, I wouldn't normally tell you this, but since you did help me out, Tripp down at the pawn shop. He's a little fried and paranoid, so he don't usually sell guns to anyone. But just tell him old Arthur sent you. He'll set you up all right.
Alright, thanks. So what's this Muddy Mike guy's record like?
Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out for this and that. Small-time stuff, mostly.
Hey, Robotic Bomber. I hope you feel better, man. Right, what did he do this time?
Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. It's this big chop shop thing that's going on in Santa Monica. Been in the paper.
Right, so above the pawn shop, right?
That's right. Marianne Murrieta, in them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But
Wait,
be
that's
careful.
not how you spell
You're not
Marianne.
licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know
I have an
yet,
aunt
you hear
named
me?
Marianne. That's not how you spell Marianne. At all. Alright, I'm gonna take off. So, for future reference, I think I'm gonna make something of a focus on getting the somewhat more linear games like this and Shadowrun finished up, and then playing stuff like New Vegas or the various multiplayer games that I occasionally stream in between finishing one game and starting another. Maybe do a couple of quests. Things like that. This is a rather fun game, although...
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
You know. I might give it a shot. Usually I just check out written walkthroughs. Alright. I heard I can pick up some weapons.
Oh, damn it. Who told you that?
Arthur Kilpatrick, doing a job for him, told me to see you around.
Look, I can't have every Jesse and Jamie off the street, coming in here and asking about this. It's not cool. I'm not exactly licensed, and these weapons aren't precisely legal, if you catch my drift here.
I understand.
Look, now, I appreciate your business, and I'll sell to you, but don't tell anyone else, okay? Keep your nose clean.
Of course.
All right. Come and take a look, then.
That is not a weapon. That's not a fucking weapon. Wow, no. Wait, reading will boost computer knowledge. It's unknown. And I'll just buy a 38, I guess. And some 38 ammo. Huh. That is pretty damn cool. I've had plenty of games tear apart friendships, but I've never had any bring people together. I mean, I know it happens, but just not so much my experience. Okay, he said in a suite above... Oh wait, that would be back here, right. Massive story behind what, Rob? The bringing together or the tearing apart? Or both? 5, of course. That's my apartment. I have, in fact, seen Mario Party tear friendships apart. Like, I have seen people get into fights over it. I knew some people back in, like, middle school who, well, they were triplets, and one of them tried to strangle the other over losing a match of Halo. Like, and of course, they were both punished, despite only one of them having actually caused any trouble. And they also wound up with the third brother, who had absolutely nothing to do with the whole thing, because they didn't want him playing video games around the other two, because then they would get jealous. That was fucking ridiculous. But, okay, do I have a journal? No. Okay, so it's log. Got it. Right, Arthur Kilpatrick has asked you to find some clues to where Muddy Mike Durbin has gone. Mr. Durbin's lady friend, Marion. She lives in an apartment above a pawn shop. Well, here's the apartments above the pawn shop. Or is it this one? Maybe. Possibly. Almost certainly not. Why would it be? Nope, of course not. That one just doesn't have a doorknob. And I can't get into that one. Let's see, do I have... No, I do not have enough experience for anything. Not enough experience for a damn thing. No, he specifically said Tripp's pawn shop, and this is Tripp's pawn shop right here. I'm almost certain it is the other locked door that I can't get through. Whole bunch of locked doors that I can't get through. Oh. Why did I not think to... You know, I'm used to things like keys under the mat or things like that, but key in a plant seems like something you would do if you lived in a house and there weren't other doors right by the same plant that you're hiding things in. Unless this is, say, the landlord.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta hit downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby.
Right.
I'll explain everything later.
I think I have a blood pack. Yes, I have a blood pack. I'll just use that. That should help a little. Yeah, I should probably drain someone, but I have yet to figure out how to do that, and I'm probably going to get my ass in trouble if I try. It sounds like terrible voice acting. It's still better than Oblivion voice acting. It's still better than original Resident Evil voice acting. Although that still had other kinds of charm. Although apparently, as was found out with the with the release of the HD remaster of Resident Evil, the original one that is, I have no reason to go down to the sewers yet. I would probably get my ass kicked by rats. That's sad. What was I saying? But yeah, apparently some of the issues with original Resident Evil voice acting had to do with crazy bum. Had to do with the PlayStation 1's load times. So, like, it would not be quite ready to finish.
Hey there, Slick.
Hey, I got some info about
So
Muddy.
what'd you find out about Muddy?
Fled someplace
All
downtown.
right, then. I'll have to call in some bounty hunters to help me find Muddy and a couple of other jumpers. Thanks for all your help.
You can thank me in American dollars.
Right. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Thanks.
See you around then. If you ever find yourself or a loved one locked up, please call.
I will. Later.
Vigo. So, Vigo.
Oh, yeah, that happened with a lot of, like, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 era stuff. Like, and I still need to get... I still need another 3 points to unlock that door. But no, the voice acting itself was bad in the original Resident Evil. But on top of that, there were these weird pauses in between people speaking. And that was apparently not an issue with the voice acting. It was the PlayStation 1's load times.
The sewers are all
Oh yeah, the opening doors was a great way to mask load times. Similarly, Silent Hill's signature fog was to mask the fact that their draw distance was complete shit, since they rendered the entire town instead of using pre-done backdrops. Hey, Eli. Right, so it's sewers, rats to drain. I mean, I get that it's considered how things work in this game and in this universe. But I mean, if vampires were a real thing, would they be able to drink the blood of animals? Like, would that work for them, or would it be too different? Okay, and of course, now that I want to go down into the sewer, I've forgotten where all the entrances are. Okay. What is the button for drinking? Of course, there is no... it. It's F. Oh, so it is. There's a couple more. Thank you, Rob. Okay, now let's see. Let's see if I can find somewhere else to get money. So I can still get some money for finding him. Skyline Apartments. Where the hell is that? I'm assuming downtown is through this tunnel, maybe?
It's the pungent sewage of hell, seeping into the cracks of this putrid purgatory. Soon it will wash over
If I can go through this tunnel.
true face to the Judge of Souls. Redemption cannot be bought and sold. There is no
I really do feel like I should have a town map or something. Some way to figure out where the fuck I'm heading. I have trance.
Shocking things in my time on the force, but that pier, that's the kind of thing that makes you lose your faith in humanity.
I gotta say, it's the second worst thing I've ever seen.
Poor bastard down there's torn in two. By the looks of it, he thinks someone tied him to two horses and raced him out this direction.
I do have trance, and that might be it, but I have no idea. I'm also good for now, so I'm not gonna waste my... Alright, let's see if I can get through the sewers. Okay, sewer access map. There was a map for the sewers, but not for the streets. Okay. I don't see any. Don't see any sign. What is it? Skyline Apartments or Skyline Suites. Keep thinking that escape is going to. I would say a little of both. Okay, now where the fuck is this downtown that I keep being told about? Because this sure as hell ain't downtown. I mean, it can't be, given that I mentioned downtown and it was referred to as a different area. Of course, I can't go through the tunnels because that would make sense.
Lovely.
Where am
Seeping into the cracks of this putrid
How do I
purgatory.
get
Soon
into
it will wash
downtown?
over and carry you all to the
Also,
damnation
where
sea.
is downtown?
Gaze upon me and see reflected the
Because
contempt of
apparently
your
I'm supposed to
savior.
go there. I have to wait for a taxi. How the hell do I wait for a taxi? I have seen no cars. Wait, wrong button. Can't interact with the phone, so I can't call one. Wait, is it bus stop? Ah, okay. Okay, here's a town map. I wish it was in a slight. Guess that's not. I'm not screenshotting it. They're on like every corner now that I know what to look for. Now I just need to figure out how the fuck to call a taxi. Or find a taxi, or whatever. I am stumbling around even more aimlessly than when I'm playing New Vegas. That's an accomplishment. Maybe I'll find one on Main Street. Never again, DCP. Never again. I figured that maybe I would just be able to hit the... Is there a bus station, maybe? Okay, no, but seriously, how do I get a tap? Or how do I find a cab? Do I have a phone in my house or something that I can use? I have not seen anything else from Waffle House Millionaire. Like, I've seen a couple of stories, but he kind of dropped off the face of the map. Help would be very much appreciated, DCP. I just have no idea how to get to downtown. Like, this seems... Why is there a blood pack sitting there? This is one of those times when it's just... There's no clues as to what I'm supposed to do, and there's no way of me knowing. Whereas I really should know, because it would make sense that I'd know how to get from one section of town to the other. Henderson was like 2 years ago now? I think about 2 years. Oh shit, maybe 3 at this point. I think it was 2014. Wait, shit, it's 2018. That's 4 years. That's... Oh, is this it? Please tell me this is it. This is certainly a thing.
Up there. Through that chain link gate and up those stairs.
Right, what?
Those men you are looking for.
How did you know I was looking for someone?
Never mind. You wouldn't understand.
Alright, well... Weird. Well, what's new? Thanks. Is there a walk button, maybe? Okay, good. There's a walk button. It's a little ridiculously slow, but also better than moving at the land speed record up rickety stairs.
Help ya?
Okay, yeah. I need to buy some
Oh, really?
extra light.
You call ahead? The men expecting you? Because he didn't tell me to expect anybody.
My mistake. I'd better cruise.
Nice try, prick. Now get the fuck out of here before I use your head for batting practice.
Okay, I'm out of here. Where is the way down? There's the way down. Whoa. Holy shit. He doesn't even sound vaguely Irish, Nuker. What do you think what the hell do you think an Irish accent sounds like? Where the... Got up there,
You have been. No, you are going to China.
What are you talking about?
Why is he smiling? The father. Is it the father behind him?
Not making any sense.
You chased it for the one at the top of the city. On the sea. No, on the ground. You found it in the crypt. It's open. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, those people at the house are the people who beat up Mercurio. So, of course I'm going to kick their asses. But... Okay, I don't understand.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I see nothing. Disregard what I say.
Okay, tell me more.
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
If you don't want to talk, fine. I don't want that lying around. At all. That is the worst thing for me to leave lying around. No, Mega, this game is from 2004. Animations were not good in 2004. Quest log updated. With what? Carnival of Death. You saw the murder scene on the pier but weren't able to find. Alright, that was a quest that I just kind of accidentally stumbled into. Yeah. What the hell is this place? Yeah, I'm sorta with you on that, Nuker. I've never been a big fan of vampires in general. I've always been more of the hunter type. Alright, let's go kick some, let's go kick some asshole gang. Let's go kick some, asshole thug ass. Oof. Starting to feel a little lightheaded. I may kick these guys' asses and that'll be it. Oh, you guys really want to do that? Okay, wow, gunplay's bad. I am a better shot than you, and I have a far worse. That took far too many bullets to kill you. Let's see. Inventory, let's see. I have, let's see, knife, baseball bat, severed arm. Can't use the severed arm. Let's try using the knife. failed. Car stereo. Ow. Oh, so Melee's ridiculously overpowered. I did not expect Melee to be that, well, insane. Apparently it is. Works for me. They didn't even, I don't even think they came into this house. I mean, they've got a serial killer on the loose that they are far more occupied with hunting down. Oh my god, and I need to... Of course I need to pick the lock of this fucking house from the inside. Nice. Or not. Who needs to pick locks when you can jump through windows? Oh, is there still someone here? Maybe? No. Why the hell is there this random house with no way in or out? Like, that just makes no sense. Oh, and there's something I almost forgot. It's another baseball bat. And okay, so they're not considered items, they're just considered weapons that I can carry around. Let's see. Okay, I got 2 experience for that whole fight, which is more than I actually, or which is not more, which is not enough to actually use anything. Or use anything, upgrade anything, is what I was trying to say. And still no sign of wherever the fuck downtown is supposed to be. It would be really useful if I knew where the hell downtown was. The weirdest form of vampire I've seen in fiction? I'm not sure off the top of my head. One of my favorites was, what's it? The book The Keep by F. Paul Wilson. Crazy prophetic vision lady. Not a bad idea, Mega. But The Keep, in that, there was this vampire who, you know, they found him, you know, in...
I don't know what I'm saying.
You know, what was...
Forget what I say.
In this, you know, old keep. Do you know anything about the murder on the pier?
Murder. Yes. The killer is dead. He moves soon and travels to the heart of the Angeles, to the home of the stars, and then returns fulfilled and empty once again.
Right. Can you be more specific?
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
So the killer is a vampire, which I kind of already knew. And he's heading to the heart of Los Angeles. Right, I know, goodbye.
Ocean's invited tomorrow.
Still no idea where downtown is, but okay. But yeah, in the keep, there's this vampire who I'm going to spoil it if you have any interest in reading the book ever. You may want to not listen to what I'm saying for a moment. The vampire turns out to not be a vampire. He's some kind of, like, villain from beyond time that, like, there was, like, and a lot of vampire myths started with this guy, and he takes complete advantage of this and tricks people into thinking he's a regular vampire. Which job do I have to complete to spawn it, DCP? And do I have any other quests that I can actually do? Some serious painkillers. Yeah. So I guess the only thing I can do is go give Mercurio the stuff back. You down on me? Got the asteroid back.
Did you waste those sons of bitches?
Yeah, well,
Good.
no choice.
Great. Hope it was painful. Did you get my money back?
Nope, didn't find it.
Damn! I could have used that money to buy myself some new kidneys. Anyway.
Alright, and what am I supposed to do
You
now?
need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabat interest.
Alright. What do you know about this
I heard a lot
warehouse?
about that operation. Well, I'd love to get in there, get my hands on the equipment they've been unloading. But it'd be suicide to walk in there. Got a small army of trigger-happy types, and they're all packing.
Rob, that's almost as bad as the arm puns from earlier. Right, small army of trigger-happy types, and they're packing. Maybe what?
There's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tung. Bertram Tung. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tung's hiding out at the moment.
What?
Tung's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tung are feuding. I don't know the details. Mike takes that Tung thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off. If you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud.
Oh, I ran into the prosthetics guy who, right, where can I find her?
She and her sister Jeanette.
The prosthetics guy who
that place. I try not to
started hitting me with an arm. So we started making arm puns. Okay, and what can you tell me about Jeanette?
Therese I don't like, but I can respect her. Jeanette's different. I don't know what to make of her. She's a little, you know, in the head. I don't know. Therese is, well, like you. And I would think so's Jeanette. But I hear rumors about her.
Rumors?
Alright. Jeanette got a body built for bedrooms. And I got close acquaintances says they conquered that territory. But I asked the main man, and he says you types, you know, can't or don't or that kind of thing.
Oh, Nuker, do
whatever
I
she
ever
is,
have a bad tabletop experience? A true that guy. Well, I've had several, you know, dumb tabletop experiences, like when I first started to trying to get people to play tabletop. I'd never jammed before, and I tried to do a Dread game, and that went horribly. And all of my players, or none of my players, would take anything seriously, and like a couple, like maybe 1 or 2 sentences in, and they cut me off and said, "Fuck this." That was no fun. But a more interesting one would have to be, so sometimes on group streams, we bring up the Justice Hobos campaign that Sean will never, or that Sean made the mistake of running. Alright, interesting goodbye. Oh no. We didn't, oddly enough, Justice Hobos, by the end of it, by the end of Justice Hobos, there was no justice, and we had stopped being hobos a long time ago. We wound up, let's see, but our horrific experience was when, oh, god damn it, now it's at Styx. It's luck picking. This may be stealth. Damn it. Oh, okay, if I can get one more, I can bump up dexterity, and then I'll be able to actually pick that one lock. My god, all of this for one fucking lock. But yeah, we had this one mission where we were supposed... Okay, so fairly early on, we'd started a tradition of... blowing up every single building we went through. Like, we cut a path of death and destruction across the city. That's not where I wanted to go. We cut a path of death and destruction across the city. After a little while, son, estranged and had done most of the burning down entire buildings and horrible slaughter. where the rest of us were content for a simple kill. And kept making really weird choices between, he'd do this whole thing where it's like, oh, well, I'm, loyal to the person who's paying you. Do you remember who's paying you? No, I do, because it's me. I'm paying you. Stop being an idiot and do what you're told, because you said that is what your character does. He never did, and that was the session his character died. Why did his character die? Because while we were busy finishing up our quest, he walked out to the van where our quest giver was waiting for our getaway and blew it up. With himself and Lazy Larry with it. Both of them dying horrible, fiery deaths. He later said that he did this to quote, test the GM and see how well he could handle surprises like that. Of course, he did it at the end of the session anyway, and we only did one session a month, so it wasn't like that was even a proper excuse. He completely derailed the campaign, and I got into an actual fight with him. We had another friend who was like, "Oh yeah, I would have helped." I'm just like, dude, if any of us had been there, we would have kicked your ass. And then we had this one other player who's like, "Oh no, I would have helped you." And of course, Murder Hobo player looks at him and is like, "It's like, I would have killed you too." And it's like, dude, he just fucking said he would have helped you out, and you're threatening to kill him as well. You've got to be kidding me. Wait, what am I doing? I am just wandering aimlessly again. Mercurio has told you about a warehouse being used by the Sabbat. Must be infiltrated and destroyed. Problem with Bertram Baton. The only person who might be able to get you in is in hiding. Therese Foreman, which is the person who runs the asylum, but she wasn't at the asylum. Yeah, and then he kept talking about how he was going to make another character and join in, and then he never did because he was a lazy motherfucker. This kid was an actual pyromaniac and a fucking idiot, and just generally, like, not a terribly
call me that? Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
Oh no, Mega, that was not. I was not in that campaign. That was just a
come
story
in.
that I happened
I do
to
apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality's a necessary evil.
Right, if you say so, I suppose that means you're Therese.
Therese Borman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
Well, I need you to call off the feud with Bertram Tongue.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean.
Doesn't concern me.
I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
Alright. What kind of spirit?
I forgot. You're still new to this. Allow me to break you in. Yes, ghosts exist. Werewolves, mummies, and I'd expect a whole lot of other things I've never seen share the night with us.
Right, sure, I'll do it.
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
I'm really not surprised, Rob. Alright, the Haunted Mansion is a long segment. I may just get to it and cut it. Or, cut it. Get to it and end the stream there, since I'm not feeling terribly well. Alright, I'll do it if you promise to go off
Oh,
the
I
feud.
fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
I can respect that, and I
Before I
appreciate it.
forget, take this. The only way to reach the Ocean House this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers. You'll need that key to open the gate for that tunnel.
Alright, that's what it takes
If you'll
to get the job
excuse
done.
me, I've got situations to set straight.
Right, goodbye. Also, by the way, are those rings that I've been picking up just a collectible? I would rather not sell them to the pawnbroker if it turns out that they're actually important. I think that's got to be my favorite new turn of phrase. Sell them? Alright. Alright, I'll sell those and head to the haunted house, mansion, hotel, whichever it is. And I'll call it a night. I really forgot how fucking political and stuck up vampires are in World of Darkness.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Let's see, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to buy something.
Alright, here's what we got today.
Well, really, I'd like to sell something, but still. Sell the gold ring. And the other ring? Because I know I've got the... Ah, there it is. Should I sell the silver ring too, or just the gold one? Yeah, screw it. I'll sell the silver one. I can always buy it back later. And the car stereo. I don't think I have any use for the pill bottle. But I'll hold on to it because it's not really worth much, and I really thought that was a prosthetic. I did not realize that was an actual severed arm. Let's check how much ammo I've got. Don't think I've got much.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
It's not at all what I meant to do, but
all right, here's what we got
sure,
today.
I'll buy some more 38. Yeah, that should be enough ammo. I'm still sitting at over $200, so I should be good. The controls for this are a little weird. I keep switching between several games, and they all have different buttons for actions and such things, so it gets a little confusing sometimes. I was playing a bit of Codename 47 the other day, because I'd finally managed to get that running. That was odd. Tiny bit odd. Only way is through the sewers, so just go down through the sewers. What did I do to piss what off? Ocean House Hotel, which I don't see listed here. Wait. To Ocean House Hotel, okay. So I want to go down this one. So it's on the opposite corner. Good. The first Hitman game actually aged surprisingly well. It's just got a few mild technical glitches. And it was very much improved upon by later games, but still. Okay, so now, standing at the haunted house, I shall save my game. I shall save my game at the poltergeisted property. And I think I'm gonna call it a night here, because I'm rather tired. I'll see you guys all later.